Hey guys, it's me again, riding the Weaver wave, and I just wanted to tell you I am so sorry. It has been a long time again since I've posted a video, but this is going to follow part 9.5, so this is 10, and you know how we talked last time about Caitlin nearly dying on us with the bone marrow issues. We're home and we're slowly recovering, but if you want to follow my videos, please hit that red subscribe button. Comment down below when I make a video. Tell me what you want to hear about, what you don't want to hear about, if you have any questions about what I say, and give it a big thumbs up if you do like it. Doing pretty good for, being a almost 51-year-old mom and never doing this before. So I appreciate everything, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, riding the Weaver wave, we're back again, and we are now on video 10, and we are talking about, we know that, in 9.5, Caitlin nearly died on us with that bone marrow issue, and it's taken her a long time to recover, and yes, I still have my cheat sheets, still haven't memorized everything. So we're in March. She's getting her strength back. We do unfortunately have to go back to the Ronald McDonald House, and I'll show you a picture here in a minute. We made a great family, and we've met so many great families at the Ronald McDonald House in Atlanta, I can't tell you. And here's a picture of all of us friends just kind of hanging out, and we always pray for them, and they're always in our hearts, so we love them. Jacob and Scott get to come visit. I only got a picture of Jacob. You'll see that in a minute, where we're playing, I think, Connect 4. So, just trying to find time to do things with him the best I can, because poor Jacob misses out on a lot. We end up finding out at the Ronald McDonald House that Caitlin's having some trouble with her vision. So when we get back home, we go to an ophthalmologist. This is one of the special ophthalmologists we've been to before. And they find early signs of, make sure I say it right, glaucoma. She's fitted with these very special contacts and glasses, and now we get to go to the eye doctor every 3 months. They also found, they took a picture of the eye, and they looked at the muscles and the nerves in the back of the eye because of the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and they found that some of her nerves are a little inflamed. They don't know if she was born that way. Maybe they're just wider than they need to be, but they're going to definitely keep an eye on that because that was very concerning to them. And Caitlin's had vision issues for a long time. So now we are, sorry, I am so out of key with everything that we've got going on. So basically, this picture just basically talks about having a complex medical kid. And sorry, there is no picture, but I'm basically telling you about having a complex medical kid and the runaround that you get. Your child's sick, you wake up in the morning, you just take your child to the pediatrician. My child's sick, I have to call the pediatrician has to call the specialist has to call the insurance company has to approve, and then they all have to decide who is the best specialist to see depending on what her symptoms are. So there is an unbelievable amount of runaround when you have a complex special medical kid. And for those moms and dads out there that have those kids, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's a picture of just having some fun with some friends. You've got to capture every single moment when Caitlin feels good and we are home and we can do things. So I think we were at the bowling alley, and we might have been doing some of the games. Sorry, allergies. And I think Jacob is hanging around. You'll see the picture, what I mean by that. He loves doing the ropes course, so we had a great time doing that. We are now I'm going to post you a picture that says how it feels to be in the hospital with a complex medical child. It's basically just a little poem that all of us moms put up on our Facebook post to remind you what our days are like when we're in the hospital day after day after day. And it's not fun. It's not a break from being at home. I know some people think, oh, you don't have to clean, you don't have to cook, it's great. It's not great. It really isn't. So just wanted to tell you that. We are in April. We are going back to the Ronald McDonald House. We have to see an immune dysregulation specialist. He's a hematologist / oncologist, and we're going to try and figure out what's going on with her bone marrow, why her ANC dropped, and we still have inflammation in our spleen and our liver and slightly in our kidneys. Well, we get a bunch of tests, labs, scans, ultrasounds, you name it, and they'll call us back in 2 weeks. So of course, that's the way our life goes. We never get an answer immediately. We also now have some GI issues that we're dealing with, losing weight, not being able to eat, vomiting, all the stuff that goes with GI issues. So I don't know if we've developed another autoimmune issue or if this is because of her being so neutropenic. But we're waiting on some tests on that as well. Here is one of the gifts that the kids got from Atlanta. It's a basketball team, and I'm sorry, but I cannot remember the name of the basketball team, but thank you so much for those basketballs. Those little gifts just mean the world to our kids that are sick and always there, and their siblings. So it's my birthday, April 7th. There's a picture up here of us celebrating my birthday together with my family. Caitlin has had skin lesions. They look like, I guess you would have like dermatitis, psoriatic arthritis. I'm not really sure, but they have popped up all over her legs. Some are on her arms, and they're very, very aggravating. They can either itch or burn or very painful, and we're trying to figure out where they're coming from. They didn't start until we had the crashing of the bone marrow, so I'm sure it has something to do with her immune system. So we're going to go to the pediatrician this morning, so we think, for a simple skin biopsy. They injected her 3 times with the lidocaine, thought she was numb enough, went ahead and started with the punch biopsy, which basically takes, I think it's like a 3 centimeter, I'm not really sure, but not very much, that they go down with this little punch machine. The pain was so intense. Her POTS symptoms were so flared, probably from her nerves being upset, not feeling well. Guess what? Caitlin passes out. So we are being monitored for oxygen. We're being monitored for her vital signs. We're at the pediatrician for almost 5 hours, and the bleeding was more than we anticipated, so we're having to give her extra factor. And then lo and behold, we have to get stitches because it just will not stop bleeding. Get on an antibiotic to make sure we don't get an infection. A simple skin biopsy should not require all that attention, but with our lovely Caitlin, it does. It's Easter, and we are at the Ronald McDonald House a couple days before Easter. So here's a picture of Caitlin with the Easter Bunny, and they did such a great job at the Ronald McDonald House. They had an egg hunt for the kids, and all these volunteers came out, and it was so wonderful. We get home in time for the actual Easter Sunday, and here's a picture of us celebrating with all of our family, and we just had the greatest time, and we were so blessed and grateful to be home for Easter Sunday. Here's a picture of what EDS does, and it basically breaks it down on how it makes everything that Caitlin deals with worse, and all the comorbidities that go with her Ehlers-Danlos syndrome that cause so many more issues, hence the skin biopsy not doing what it should have done. We are now in May. Yay, we have sold our house. Thank you, Jesus. And we are moving into our new house. Thank you to our realtors. And here's a picture of us with our sold sign and moving into our new home. And you'll see a picture of our home. Everything was wheelchair accessible on the main floor for Caitlin, and I can't thank the builders, Newcastle, enough for what they did and how they helped us. Jacob is upstairs with his man cave and his privacy, and we have a wheelchair lift on the stairs for Caitlin if she can't make it up the stairs for whatever reason. So thank you, God, for all the people that helped us make that possible. We are on our way to Magic Moments Camp. It is one of our favorite things to do every year, Memorial Weekend, and we just love our friends that we have there. And here's a picture of some of our friends and us hanging out. And it's just a time for these kids to have a good time. Even though Caitlin has her Broviac, which is like a port and can't really get wet, she can still swim there. They still make it possible for her to get in the pool. She just can't go underwater. They have all sorts of activities and events for kids, whether they're in a wheelchair, whether they're feeling good, whether they're not feeling, whatever it is. And I can't thank Magic Moments enough. They have been phenomenal, and we look forward to going to that camp every year. We're in June, and a good friend of ours gave us a gift to go to Tennessee, and here's a picture of us at the Tennessee border. And we were able to stay in a beautiful condo, and we thank you so much to that friend, and it was such a well-needed vacation, so thank you. It is the end of June, and we are going to what's called Jambalaya Jubilee in Shreveport, Louisiana. We've never been before, but because Caitlin is now a patient of Shriners in Louisiana, we were invited to go. Unfortunately, Scott did not get to go because of work. It was only for a couple days, and again, we got to stay with family in Mississippi, so thank you to them. We really appreciate it. And Jambalaya Jubilee was a blast. Here's a picture of the friends that they met, and it's all about arthritis and teaching the kids how to be as normal as they can be with all the things that they face. Caitlin is in a flare. Here's a picture. You can see where her cheeks are starting to turn red. Her face is a little bit swollen. And in a few days after this flare, we'll find out why. We are being admitted after being rushed to children's emergency room with a fever and almost being septic, and finding out that she had a very severe bacterial infection. We have no idea where she got it or how she got it, and we'll be stuck in this hospital for 5 days on IV antibiotics and fluids, and probably go home on IV antibiotics if I remember correctly. I think we did 5 more days at home, so a total of 10 days of IV antibiotics. Like I said, it's always an interesting thing with riding the Weaver Wave. Our roller coaster goes up and down and all around, and we never know where we're at. But God gets us through each and every moment. Our family and friends are always there to support us, and we love each and every one of you. So again, I'm so sorry it took so long to do this video, and I'll try to catch up a little bit more as I can. And I want to say thank you, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys. So hey guys, Riding the Weaver Wave. I'm just telling you thank you so much for watching my video, part 10 of Riding the Weaver Wave. And you're going to find out a whole bunch of things that we dealt with in the beginning of 2019. And make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Put a big thumbs up if you like what I had to say. Comment down below, ask questions, whatever you want to do. And I appreciate all my followers, and I'm hoping I'm helping other families out there. So I love you guys. Bye.